Good morning, everybody. I don't think I'm running on the mics. Good morning, everybody. All right, we got a little bit of fog now. We had some beautiful colors this morning. It's going to be a few more days until you actually see that video. I might post that as a separate. I don't know what I'm going to do with the 15s footage yet. Because right now I think it's about an 11-minute clip running since last Friday. So I don't know if we're running on iPhone or mic 3s right now, to be honest with you. Currently 51 degrees, 10 degrees Celsius. It's a nice little crisp morning out here, that's for sure. Terry already took Mateo apparently out for a little walk, but we're going to go for our normals. Because I literally, after taking both dogs for a full lap yesterday at work last night, almost didn't get my challenge. It was very, very close. Which is kind of shocking because I felt like, normally when I do the floors, it's a pretty decent trip around the store. But I got interrupted a lot because of customers, we were packed last night. Right up to 7:30, and then we had, a group come in and load a whole bunch of shit. They paid for $190 worth of food, but didn't bother paying for the $300 worth of Ollie signs that they stole. And it's just scumbags of the earth anymore. So, hopefully one day they'll get their asses caught, thrown in jail. All right, we are on silver phone now. So I don't know. And this phone, like I said, I didn't mirror it up to my other phone. Literally, there is nothing on here yet. I haven't downloaded a single app. In fact, I took a lot of the Apple apps completely off the phone to save space. Don't normally catch these guys because I don't look at that angle, but they're starting to get changing now. Yeah, we gotta get over to the park tomorrow morning, I think, because I have a feeling we might have some changes over there now. What you doing, little man? Huh? Further to walk? He's like, ugh, it's chilly out here, Dad. Yeah, when I looked out this morning, when I got up around 7:11, it was like pretty skies, but now the fog is rolling in here from the crisp morning. Kind of Halloweenish, ominous. Looks cool, especially with the fall leaves. So, well, this will give us an idea whether or not, because phone didn't have any thing come over to it, whether or not clarity changes over time with it. I do have you in the shift cam. The speaking case that I originally got from Verizon with the silver, that thing looks pretty sharp. I'm not gonna lie, the orange looks really sharp, and so does this one. I really like the plateau cover and just like the lens rings sticking out. It gives it a much cooler look, in my opinion, since they didn't make a black phone. But so when I left for work yesterday, that car that was parked down there was still sitting there. Yep, flat tire, and it was like falling off the rim. Probably when they turned in, it probably pushed the wheel off even more, so that sucks. Wasn't there last night when I came home, so they must have gotten it fixed and gotten it out of there, obviously. So if it wasn't there, I'll never forget the day the car was parked on the sidewalk over here. That was a real weird one. So, yeah, see, when we come down this way, that tree I was filming on this side is like buried back into the pine trees, so I don't normally see it until I'm on that side. Is it that one there? It's hard to even tell from this angle which one it is. So, unlike this one that's, or is it this one? I don't even know. When we come back up that side, I'll have to pay attention to where it's actually at. It might be the one right above me here. Might be this one. I don't know, because the other one is like right here. It's probably the right distance. All right. So, and I actually was talking to a former classmate. Him and his wife, they were high school sweethearts, and they're still married to this day. Graduating class in 1997, and they were dating probably 2 years prior to graduation. Since like 1995, they've been together. That's crazy. That's 30 years. But he was telling me he's like working like all these jobs and stuff right now. And he said going up toward Liberty is beautiful right now. So maybe Saturday after we get done mowing over at Jody's, we'll go up real quick and take a little ride up that way. I wanted to do something a little bit bigger, but Tim's probably working, which isn't the biggest problem in the world. I mean, taking the dogs to like Letchworth and stuff, I can probably handle that on my own, and we will get there, but it'll probably be too late. Tim and I were discussing it, and taking a trip during winter is what we haven't done. I think we kind of did fall. Maybe we didn't. I don't know. It'd be neat to go up. So, but just take a little ride up Route 15 north there and see what things look like. All right, there's one convenient thing. I was all worried that my camera was going to stop because I was standing still too long. Well, I'm not on the phone that has the watch connected, so Workout Buddy's not hollering at me on this phone. Actually, Workout Buddy's not even coming through because it's running through this one right now. So because the other phone is locked and not, this one's actually taking over control of the AirPods. Okay, that works out for me to some extent, but that also means that the AirPods are not tracking my exercises because I'm not using that phone. Whatever, they're both on me. Yes, I'm crazy. I know, I get it. So, oh man, it keeps trying to turn around and go back home, but we're gonna take full lap here. I gotta make sure I put my mileage in today. Oh, for work. Although I think tonight's gonna be, I think it's pretty decent. I think I have someone till 4. I have an associate coming in at 3:30, so there's a slight overlap there. But it's, I just hope we're not as busy as we were last night, because man, it got pretty banging last night. All right, come in, let's go. Come on. I want to go down further. I want my miles. I think we're going to go down the stop sign for the first time in a while, because I'm not getting 2 miles on these walks because I'm not doing this extra piece of sidewalk. Well, with the amount of construction equipment that's here again, I really wonder if something else isn't getting added back in here. It seems like the spacing is getting shrunk pretty hard, and this does not look like a very big spot. Of course, neither did Dollar General when they put that in. But we still have this pile, and I know this was the Water Authority. I don't know if they were putting in, because right through here is where they dug up. I don't see like anything major, but see the foggy mountain. Eventually this mountain back here is going to start changing too, and I can get, that's closer to me. That'll be a neat drone flight at some point. You have a little bit of wind this morning. What? Come on, we're almost done with this part. We still have a long way to go. He's funny. I love when he just looks at me like, really? Where are we going? It's cold out here. The wind's blowing, and I'm naked, Dad. Oh man, pools are closing. Yeah, it's way late in the season to be closing the pool at this point. So, all right, front camera. See how this one reacts. So I've been using the back, but changing throughout the different lenses. Just not going to use 2x lens on my face. That you don't need to see that close. That is for sure. It's crisp. I'm not gonna lie. It's invigorating out here. I've had 1 cup of coffee and I brought my cup down. So as soon as I get done with puppy walks, I can make myself a second one. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to get to Verizon and dropping off the Pixel at least. Get these guys to the park. I already reset it. So, and actually, I got notified, I think Sunday or Monday, that my line from Xfinity was already canceled. And then this morning I saw like this thing that said, thank you for your $10 payment to Xfinity. I don't know what the hell that was about. Yeah, I forgot about this tree down here. It's already losing a lot of its leaves. It's not very bright in color either. It's still got a lot of green on it, but it feels like there's a lot of leaves already down, especially when you look at the ground here. All right, first time using the 8X lens. Second time using the 8X lens. That tree's got a little bit of orange to it. Well, I tell you, that 200 millimeters equivalent it really does bring you into something. That's out there pretty far. There's a different angle of that tree. I think that's the one on this side of the sidewalk from the back side of it. That's pretty. Okay, something I have not done a whole lot of is try to capture wildlife. Maybe some squirrels, but not so much birds. Now, the lighting situation here, they're kind of dark back here, but because of the cloud cover. So probably not going to have a whole ton of detail. And then I remember that I did film the osprey flying through the air with the 8X. Now, they're a much bigger bird, too. Those were little guys. I didn't know what they were. Couldn't really tell because they were backlit. Now, what I have noticed is, even though it can look darker on the screen, usually when I when it's editing or when I'm editing it, the colors are still there and the detail. So we'll have to see exactly what I got once I get it on the computer and on a much bigger screen. There's been when we went over to the other park and I was filming the backside of that one tree, couldn't see any colors on the screen, but sure enough, it was there in the footage. Was I running the drive though? I don't know if that was in ProRes or not. Come on, boo. Let's hurry up because people are going to work. We don't want to get run over by a car. So from where we're standing, 4X is actually a little bit still close. 2X might be a little too far. Oh, that's 1X. 2X is probably the right one on that one to get everybody in frame. I know I did this shot yesterday, but giving this camera a bunch of footage today to get it learning. Like I said, I don't know if that whole neural engine thing, learning is a real thing or not, but I feel like over years I've seen where the cameras start off kind of and as time goes, the image gets much crisper and cleaner. So we'll have to wait and see, because like I said, copying the phone over gave all the data from the 16 over to the other 17. This one is starting from its own. I did have a couple clips in the car last night. There was nothing, although before I started recording, guy coming up the back way, he got way over to the left. I'm like, what is he doing? And then behind him, the skunk came out of the woods and ran across the road. I didn't catch it. I don't think I did. And if I did, I deleted it. I don't think I had started recording yet, because with traffic in front of me, I figured, no, there isn't going to be any wildlife. They're already going to run off when they see other traffic. My mistake. So yesterday in Apple Fitness, I got an award. 2,500 times I have closed all rings. And what dawned on me was that, didn't have an Apple Watch when the video started. In fact, I think when the Apple Watches came out, I was like, oh, they're just stupid. There's been a few Apple products that I remember when the iPhone 10 came out, I was like, oh, that's just dumb. Why would they do that? No home button, blah, 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 blah. Face ID, what a joke. Like a lot of other people were. And I changed my mind over time. So it happens anymore. There's been a few flops for Apple, but Vision Pro. I really wish that I'm more looking forward to them coming out with AI glasses. That I know they're going to be salty as hell, but if anybody's going to do it right, it will be Apple. Wow, today's high is only 62 degrees, so we're like 9 degrees from getting it already. Tomorrow it's a high of 57. I'm actually kind of thinking I might try to get out of here first thing in the morning and go mow tomorrow, freeing Saturday up. I think that'd be a better plan. I really do. If I get out of here right at 7:45 and get over there at 8 o'clock and get mowing, and yeah, that might be a better plan. And every time we come up here, he's got to make his lap around the ring bush. Apparently maintenance is not working here every day anymore, because there's literally none of them here. And I don't know what happened to the new guy already. We did get a new person in. What's going on? I hear a door slamming, but I don't think we can get biscuits today, but I don't think anybody's here. He's smelling something. He just jetted off in front of me. You smell Roy? We ran into Dawn and Roy on the way up. I don't even try filming Roy anymore. It's just I don't feel comfortable with basically anybody. Ruby was the last one we even bothered trying. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's get done. Gotta get sister out yet. Let's go. Come on. Yep, by going down to the bottom and coming around, got a mile. So that was successful. And we got the Yorkie out. Gotta be careful now. Because I got the big girl somewhere back there. Right, that was a lot better experience with the little Yorkie. Of course, I always try to get myself in between so these guys can't get to another dog, especially with Maisie. But we got a boom boom. Yay, good job, Priya. So the tree that's right here is the one that I was catching the other day. So I didn't really pay too close attention when I came around, but that is definitely the right one. Because there's nothing else really colorful over here. Well, I kind of thought maybe this one, but this one doesn't seem to have a whole lot. I did pay attention to that. And this one over here, kind of, but it's got the wrong lighting right now. It's okay. Actually, you know what? That's kind of why these ones have the pine trees and stuff to kind of kill the backlight, which then makes the trees pop more, kind of like that maple tree over there, where this one here has got nothing behind it, and the other one's got that big tree behind it. It keeps the backlight out of the shot. Lighting, that's important in photography and videography. All right, Princess did a boom boom. Now we can do our full walkie here. Yeah. I don't know, she's feeling a little spunky today. She just took off running. I've seen her when she gets hyperactive. Yeah, try to get over to Mom's Saturday then. I don't know, now if I can free up, which I'm freeing up Saturday, so we might take our ride for leaves on Saturday. I don't know. Kind of maybe thinking we might try to do Letchworth. Okay, why do we have a semi coming up here? Didn't think he wanted to come up here. And he ain't got nowhere to turn around with that bad thing. I'm going to have such wet feet. This grass is... I think he realized he made a boo-boo. He stopped right there. He got to try to back himself out of this road. Oh, boy. Good luck with that, my friend. Oh, this guy's going to have to wait. It's going to take him a hot minute. Well, if you know how to drive backwards, you can do it. Alrighty, good afternoon, everybody. And for the first time in I can't tell you how long, on the Pocket 3. You know what? We got to pull these cameras out again. So, the only thing is my phone rig is now in the way, and I have it really tight. So before I leave work tonight, I'm going to have to drop it down, just in case there's any wildlife. Figured I do have both phones with me just in case, but figured we'll give this one a little bit of a run. But let me flip you around here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that's clearly in the way. I'd have to be like way over here, which actually this tree right here, I did capture him yesterday, but I did not include that clip, so we'll get him again today. He's really kind of dulling out now. A lot of leaves falling. That's one nice thing about the mount in my car. It's not a rigid one, it's like a flexi one. So putting it up and down is pretty simple. I might look into getting another one of those with a ball head on it, or swapping them out. I don't know. But no matter what I do, they're always kind of in the way for this camera with the way it's positioned in the mirror. So, all right, off to work we go. Like I said, I should have an associate till 4. I forget what time the opener is there. I should have 2 associates till 4, and then I have one coming in at 3:30. So I'm gonna have to get my break early today. And I'm in the mood for my coleslaw with oil and vinegar. So I'm just gonna grab a bag on break. Brought a container and a cup, because during our associate appreciation, when they got the pizza that Monday that I didn't work, they also got Pepsi. and they did not get cups, so I don't know how you're supposed to drink Pepsi. And I said, what are we, community sharing out of the bottle? The assistant manager was laughing his ass off. He goes, I don't think that's a good idea. So, all right, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I did include footage that I'd gotten from Brian over the weekend. It finally downloaded. It was giving me a hard time downloading it, and it finally did. It's just basically the Dirt Modifieds pulling off pit road. I do not know what track he was at. I could probably look at the info and find out, or I could ask him. It is sharp though, because that was filmed on the 16. That was still a good camera, don't get me wrong. I'm just much happier with smaller size devices. I really am. It's much more convenient for over everything use. The only thing, my game, it's a little bit smaller than it was, my Best Fiends, but I have not had a problem winning games with this phone. So, all right, catch you on the flip side. This tree is just so vibrant, could not miss it. Try not to hit this pickup truck head on, that would suck. Well, they've angled the car further away from the pole to get it out of there, but they have yet to move. It looks like it's still against the telephone pole, even, I don't know. Still got a tow sticker. Didn't even get to leave work yet. I'm seeing deer. Low light for the 8X. Probably not the best, but probably look better than the blink camera.